everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So for this video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this really pretty, bright, fun, purpley, lavendery makeup look. So I hope that you enjoy, and if you do, don't forget to give my video a thumbs up so I know that you liked it, and also hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already. And let's go ahead and jump on in. All right, everyone. So to start off, I'm going to prime my skin with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I've talked about this a lot, but I love this because it hydrates my skin and it keeps it pretty tacky as well. And it gives my foundation something to cling onto. So I just have to say that I love these little glass mugs from Starbucks. This is one of my favorite. It has like a pretty little princess face on it, and then the lips are little bejeweled rhinestones. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's just so cute. I've been drinking my coffee out of these lately instead of like a regular mug. All right, so next up we have foundation. I haven't used this foundation in a long time, so I'm curious to see how it's gonna work. This is the Pure Air Perfection CC Cushion Foundation. This is what it looks like right here. And then it's very similar to, I think the Maybelline, is it Maybelline? It's some sort of drugstore foundation that was really popular, but it's just a cushion. So I take my flat top kabuki brush and I just dip that directly into it. Ooh. Or not. Wait. There it goes. Wait, nope. Okay. That's old. So we're not going to use that. I need to replace it. Hold on one second. I do have a replacement for that. I'll be right back. Okay, so the foundation was like not coming out of the package, and I don't have time to deal with that today. So I'm going to just use the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. This one's the shade 04 Medium Beige. So it's been a long time since I've used this one too, because I'm just not normally tan enough to use this, but hopefully it will match me today. Yeah, this definitely looks like my color for today. I'm just gonna take this and buff it into my skin using a damp beauty sponge. I'm really excited that I'm going through my makeup collection this way, just trying to like rediscover products that I haven't used in a long time, and really putting a lot of effort into not paying too much attention to all the shiny new stuff that's coming out, so that I don't feel inclined to purchase anything. Because like today I'm going to be using this Stila palette, and it's the Eyes Are the Window Body Palette is the name of it, and it just has some really gorgeous shades that I haven't really used in a really, really long time. So just stuff like that, where it's like whenever you end up with so much makeup, it's hard to use what you have because you're constantly trying to play catch up with the new stuff. So I'm glad that I decided to kind of just stick this out and use up the products that I have right now. All right, I do have to say that this foundation is sitting just as beautifully as it did before, which is exciting because, again, I don't buy typically the same foundation in multiple shades. I just kind of buy foundations and then hope that it's the right shade, and sometimes it's, you know, a little too light or a little too dark for me at that current point in time. So that's why every season I kind of go back to different products and different foundations. So, but this one is really nice because it's full coverage, and I feel like during the summer months it stays really, really well while you're like sweating your butt off, you know. But I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This is one of the products that's in my project pan, and I'm really not that worried about not going through this one in time. So to set my under eyes, I'm using the Becca Cosmetics Under Eye Brightening Powder. And this I'm gonna put just directly underneath my eyes. Let me see here. Using like a giant Morphe powder brush. Whoa, it's a little too much. Okay. And I'll also use this to set my eye. So this powder is kind of clinging to my dry spots like over here, but it's not terrible. We'll see how it looks as time goes on. Yeah, it's like right here where I had the foundation, it's like clinging to that area. So not sure what's going on with that, but it does still keep kind of that reflection in the radiance, which is what I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna take this, kind of go back over my face, pick up any excess oil before I go in with my powder. And then for the rest of my face, I'm gonna be setting it with the Cover FX powder. I love this stuff. I actually found like the most gorgeous face routine ever with this powder and the Josie Maran Argan Liquid Foundation. Literally a match made in heaven. It's such a beautiful combination. But today we'll see how it works with this Milani foundation. So I just take it like this, and then I'm gonna lightly press it all over my skin like so. And this is a must for me, especially in the heat of Florida, because otherwise, well, first off, this is really great because I'm gonna be going in with a bunch of powder products for the rest of my face, like bronzer, all of that kind of stuff. And so I really don't want to have like a slippery hot mess where I can't blend anything out. But this works really well at keeping my foundation all day long in the hot heat. So like I said, I'm just lightly pressing this into the skin, not pushing too hard. All right, and then next I'm gonna be using my Anastasia Brow Wiz just to fill in my brows before I start with the eyeshadow. And then I will be right back because this is like boring and not fun. So let's go ahead and skip to the eyes. All right, so brows are done. Now we're gonna move on to the eyes. So I'm gonna take this matte shade right here. It's called Say I Do, and it's by ColourPop. It's a really beautiful matte pink shade. And I'm just gonna take that on a giant blending fluffy brush and kind of put that all over my lid, but concentrating it a little bit more into the crease area. So just starting here in the crease and then moving back and forth windshield wiper motions. As you can see, it's pretty pigmented. It's just a really beautiful baby pink shade. So I'm currently on break right now from school, but I have my comprehensive exam, which for those of you who aren't familiar, when you are a doctoral student, somewhere between your second and your third year, you take what's called comps, or your comprehensive exam. And basically that is where you are tested in some form. Some people have oral comps, some people have just like a regular test comps. And it's basically where your professors can ask you any question that they want from your core classes. And you have to get a certain percentage in order to pass. Hi, Freddie. And so mine is on May 24th, and this is like the last super big test related hurdle for my doctorate degree. And so all this week during my break, I'm studying pretty hardcore. And honestly, I'm just excited. I'm ready to get it out of the way, ready to kind of move on and start focusing on my internship applications. So that's what's going on. I'm filming a ton of videos, trying to get that up and out of the way, and then I'm also doing my studying. So that's what my life looks like for the next 2-3 weeks. All right, next I'm taking a Petal Pusher. This is by Makeup Geek. It's a really beautiful kind of deep lilac lavender shade. It's really, really pretty. Again, just a matte. And I'm gonna take, what happened to my other brush? I'm gonna take kind of more of a concentrated blending brush. This is a little bit more tapered and thinner than the last one that we went in with. And I'm just gonna put this directly into the crease area and move it just a little bit up. So I'm gonna start down here and just get that crease nice and dark and deep looking. I love spring because it helps with colors and just being able to kind of experiment a little bit more with the eyes. You know, whenever you go in to Starbucks or something and you have really pretty and vibrant eyeshadow on, no one looks at you too strangely. It's just interesting how, like, in Florida, everyone's so chill here. It's, you know, especially where I am on the East Coast, it's like a beach town, so like no one really wears makeup. Everyone's just kind of like a surfer vibe going on, super natural, but I still love doing my makeup. My point with that is that it's not normal for people to walk in to any sort of establishment and have their face all done up. All right, now I'm going to dive into the Stila palette. It's like super metallic, so I'm trying not to blind you. And then I'm going to take this I haven't really played with these a ton, but I'm going to take this shade right here. And this one is called Midnight Quartz. So it's a really beautiful lavender shade. And then it has little flecks of glitter in it that are like a teal blue. So we're going to see how this performs. I'm excited to see. But I'm going to take that on more of a flat top brush. And I'm going to apply that all over my lid. I'm taking a pretty generous amount. And then I'm just going to plop this onto the lid. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. So it's fairly opaque. It's not the most opaque shadow that I've ever seen, but it definitely holds its pigment pretty well. And I'm literally just putting this all over my lid where those other two shadows are in the crease, bringing it up and having it meet those, but not going past my crease. This is so pretty. It's like a matte shade, but then it has the little flecks of glitter that you can see whenever the light hits it. It's really beautiful. Okay, so one thing I will say is that the little glitter pieces do kind of fall down on your face, which honestly doesn't annoy me that much because it just makes you look like a fairy, which I'm pretty okay with. So now I'm just gonna go back with Petal Pusher, the shadow right here, and I'm gonna take that on a little pencil brush and just push that into my lower lash line right here. And I bring that all the way around. All right, and then for my lower waterline, I'm taking Honey Dude, which is a cream gel liner by ColourPop. I haven't looked on their website in a really long time, but I do feel like I've heard that they don't sell these anymore, which I'm not sure why, because they're really good. Honestly, they're some of my favorites, and obviously it's ColourPop, so they're super affordable. But I like this color because it just opens up the eyes like so much, and it helps get any redness out of that waterline. Little coffee break. It's so delicious. I'm one of those people that, like, I have to have coffee in the morning and then I have tea in the evening. A lot of the times. I don't do it all the time, but it's just so good. I can't not have my coffee. It's just delicious. All right, so now I'm going in with a super old product. Like, I'm pretty sure I've had this as long as I've had my channel, which is a long time, but it's still pretty good. There's no, like, it doesn't smell bad, it doesn't have anything funky going on. Let me zoom you guys out because I feel like my head is really big. But this is the Urban Decay Naked Flushed Palette. Do you guys remember these? They're like super old school, so it has a bronzer, a highlight, and then a blush shade. And actually, I really, really loved this trio back in the day. So I'm gonna go in with the bronzer from this palette because I am super tan, and honestly, this was like one of the darkest bronzing shades that I had. So, ooh, that's it. Oh, it's pigmented. Because the rest of my body, I say this all the time, but like, if you can tell, my skin is super tan everywhere else except for my neck. So it looks weird whenever I don't bronze my face to match the rest of my skin. So that's why I'm going in with a deeper bronzer. But let's see if this is, oh no, that's perfect. Shows up just enough. And I'm just putting this in the hollows of my cheeks right here. And then I'll also put some on the temples of my forehead, which is the two areas where I pick up sun, as well as my nose, but I don't really like to bronze my nose because it always looks fake whenever I do it, so I just kind of keep that by itself. All right, I am peeling like a tiny little bit on my forehead right there, and it's gross and annoying. So I always make sure to really keep my bronzer and my contour further back because if I bring it too far forward, it just makes my face look truncated and not cute. So I always keep it back here, and that tends to make it look a lot more natural. Yay! All right, then I'm taking Makeup Revolution Matte Blush right here. It's just a really pretty baby doll pink. This one's in the shade Beloved. I'm gonna put that on the apples of my cheeks. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. All right, and then for highlight, I'm taking Sleek Makeup, the highlighting palette. This one is in the shade Solstice. I think they came out with a couple more, but I'm gonna actually take both of these. So there's a lavender shade down here and then a champagne shade. I'm gonna mix both of those together. Hopefully it doesn't look like a hot mess, but we shall see. Where's my highlighting brush? I don't know. Is that it? That is not my highlighting brush. Where in the world? I literally just saw it. Oh my gosh. By the way, I painted that. Isn't it so cute? I did painting with a twist. And it's where you can like bring your own wine and then you paint stuff. And that's what I painted, a little seahorse. It's super cute. Yeah, so I'm just gonna mix these two shades together and literally just put it right here on the high point. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Do y'all, I mean, shoot. That's like blinding. So pretty, holy crap. All right, that's gorgeous. And I'm gonna take just the champagne shade and apply that to my Cupid's bow. Oh my God. And then a little bit on my nose and my chin. All right, then I'm going to spray my face with some Continuous Setting Mist by Morphe. Smells delicious. Okay, and then I'm going to use my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Again, tell me what your favorite drugstore mascara is right now, because I need to get a couple more of these. I have another tube of this, but I do know that I go through mascara pretty quickly. So I'm curious to see what your favorites are right now. But this one is honestly one of my favorites of all time, if not my favorite, especially for high end. So I'm gonna do this really quick. It's boring, so I'm just gonna skip through and I'll be right back. All right, everyone, so pretty much wrapped up with all of the makeup except for the lips. So today I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick, and this one's the shade Soft Lilac. So I'm just going to apply that to my lips. And a little trick, I apply a really thin layer of like any sort of chapstick onto my lips prior to going in with a liquid lipstick, because it doesn't matter how awesome the formula is, it's going to be a little bit drying on the lips, and to prevent any caking, that's the step that I normally take. So I'm going to apply this. Sometimes I do really good. Other times I have to like take it off and then reapply it. Let me get a better mirror because that one isn't really the best. Oh, it's such a pretty color. All right, and that is going to complete this makeup look. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.